Hey guys, this is Hbkgrand from Dark Shinobis. I'm making a video about my Orthos Prime build. Now the Orthos Prime is a really strong melee weapon, and if you do not have it, you could easily farm for it, or you could get it from other players for about 15 to 20 platinum. I haven't used any Riven mods on this build, so it is pretty OP without it. So I'm gonna go to the upgrade menu and I'm gonna show you guys, like, this is my corrosive build for the Infested, the Grenier, and the Corpus. So this is like a regular build, so every mod that you see over here, you can actually get them from the in-game. You can farm them, and you can actually go into buying them from other players for a cheap price. I'm using Shimmering Blight as a stance mod, which is a common drop from like enemies. Same thing with the Fever Strike, it's a toxin mod, but a common drop from different enemies. The Voltaic Strike is an electricity and a status chance mod, but electricity combined with toxin gives you corrosive. The Virulent Scourge is a toxin and a status mod as well, but the Virulent Scourge and the Voltaic Strike, you can only get them from killing Vor in the Void, like level 30-40 missions. The Killing Blow is a common drop from different enemies as well, but it gives you channeling damage, so you got to press L2 while your melee is equipped, and you can do 120% channeling damage using this mod, which is a pretty cool thing. The Drifting Contact is a nightmare mod you can get from nightmare missions or alerts which are in nightmare mode. This gives you like increase in combo duration, and it increases your status chance as well, what we're looking for, so it's a really good mod to have on this build. The next up is the Condition Overload. You get this from killing the butchers on Uranus, and it increases 60% of your melee damage if you have a status. The more status type elements you have on your builds, the more damage it's going to do, so it's really strong. Next up is Fury and Pressure Point. So Fury gives you speed, Pressure Point gives you melee damage. I'm not using the prime mods here, so Fury and Pressure Points are really easy to get in the game. Next up, we're going to go to the relay, so you can pick any of the relays that you want, and once you're there, what you're going to do is press the option menu and then go to Fast Travel and then Cephalon Cimeris. Once you're at the Cephalon Cimeris, you need 50,000 syndicate standings to access the Similarum key, and once you have that, you can come over here. The build that I was showing you guys, I'm going to show that on these enemies, so all from all the factions. So first up is the Infested, and we're going to go to level 150 Infested. So this is a regular build basically, and I want to show you guys how fast you could kill it using this build. And mentioning that this does not even have a Riven mod, so I don't know like what type of god build would be when you add a Riven mod. And as you could see, I just annihilated that Infested. Second up is basically the Grenier. So we're going to try it on a level 150 Grenier. So keeping in mind that when Plains of Eidolon came in, Grenier's got a huge buff, so their armor is higher than Infested and Corpus at the moment. So that's why, but still, you could see like I literally annihilated that level 150 Grenier as well. Last up on the menu is basically the Corpus Eximus. The tech ones are by far the strongest one in there, so we're going to test it out. So remember to use your channeling by pressing L2, and as you can see, it just literally annihilated that Corpus. So that's pretty much it for that common build that I just showed. Next up, I'll show you guys a viral build. So for the viral, you need to add cold and toxin together. I have taken off Fury and added like 3 different mods to this setup. As you guys can see, I have a Fever Strike, Weeping Wound, and then I have Blood Rush. So these 2 mods you can get from acolytes or from players, whereas I've added like North Wind for the cold damage, and then I've added Prime Pressure Point instead of the Pressure Point. Then I have Condition Overload, and you'll see Vicious Frost and Virulent Scourge, which you can get from killing the Vor in the Void. For the viral build I just showed you guys, I'm just gonna put in all the factions together so to quickly get it over with. So I'll show you with the Eximus Tech, the Ancient Healer, and the Gunner. And remember to use the channeling part as well if you want to. Even without the Killing Blow, you can still use this without that. So like basically, if you see, I just took down the Corpus Tech, Grenier again because of the buff from the Plains of Eidolon, but still it kills it fast, and Infested, they don't even stand a chance against this build. And finally, I'm going to show you guys my corrosive build that I basically use, and you're going to see like the similar mods basically from the other builds as well. The only difference that you're going to find over here is basically the Prime Fury. Now the Prime Fury you can only get from like the 200-day login reward, so you could still use like the regular Fury instead. So there's like not a lot of difference, but just a little bit of like switching the setups. So now let's check this build out. So I'm gonna select all three factions, the Infested, the Corpus, and the Greniers, all of them level 150s, and you'll see like how fast you can literally kill the Corpus. So we're gonna start using the L2 for the challenge boost. Corpus is gone, infested, annihilated, and literally eating the health out of the Grenier. Basically, so that's it. I hope you guys like this video, so make sure to subscribe and like. If you guys have any questions relating other builds or this build, you can leave it in the comment section below. So this is Hbkgrand signing out. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.